What's more Western than a great American cattle drive? We've all watched City Slickers and dreamed about driving a herd across the rugged American West. You can make that dream come true at the Reno Rodeo Cattle Drive.
Looking good, feeling good. It's just a great experience. You don't even mind sleeping on the ground.
Every June, some 60 men and women come from all over the country and around the world to spend 5 days horseback, pushing some 300 cows across the picturesque Nevada landscape under the guidance of expert cowboys and cowgirls.
It's a good thing. People get to come out and do something they've never done before. You know, something you see on TV, and then they get to come and do it.
George Dorso was there at the beginning when a boot company executive created the cattle drive to promote the Reno Rodeo and sell a few boots. Today, a spot on the cattle drive is a hot ticket.
Your own personal city slicker.
Yeah, pretty much.
We're psyched. We've been really excited for this for the past year.
You could feel the anticipation when we all came together that first day.
Yes, my second year.
So you brought your pals with you?
I did. It's guys like Lynn that make it fun and worth coming back. It's a great, true Wild West experience.
I came here for the good-looking girls.
A bus stop on the way to camp at a small-town Western saloon helped to break the ice as strangers quickly became friends.
She couldn't two-step yesterday. Now she's a natural. Melinda's team!
Once at camp, the new drovers split into teams, each led by an expert wrangler. And that first night, there was some friendly competition to kick things off.
I'm ready! Go!
Okay, turn around.
Later, everybody received their official Reno Rodeo Cattle Drive jackets and canteens. Quite the nice souvenirs. Out on the trail, teams take turns driving the herd from the various positions on the drive, like right flank, left flank, or the rear, known as riding drag. Number one job of the team leaders is keeping everybody safe.
I've seen people get hurt out here. So, yeah, there is a good amount of responsibility.
Horses and cattle can be hazardous, but matching the right horse to the right rider goes a long way toward minimizing the risk.
You have to have a wide variety.
Dave Donnell's Frontier Pack Train has been providing horses for this cattle drive for some 20 years.
Because not everybody's an expert. And there's some people here that are first-time riders, and you have to give them really good, tolerant horses that will, seen it all, done it all 1,000 times to be safe, because safety is number one.
This is Dusty, and he's Dusty. He's a good horse. And I tell you, whoever the outfitter is for these horses does a fantastic job.
Jennifer McCoskry from Tampa was one of the beginners on the drive and loving it.
I'm enjoying, I am out of my comfort zone. Never done this before, so it's something exciting and new, but as friendly and, as cordial and helpful as everyone is. They're very welcoming, so it just makes it a lot easier. I felt like I've made a lot of new friends.
It's easy to get out of your comfort zone when you're not used to riding, and more than one new cowhand was doing what they could to ease the pain.
My wife's got an entire pharmacy she brought for this. She's got Motrin, Advil. She's been all the way down each one of the lines. Her pharmacy's about this large, so we're ready. We're ready for anything, any and every challenge on this trip.
All kidding aside, the crew reminded everybody that staying healthy in the desert also means staying hydrated.
And it's going to be even more important today. It's going to be pretty warm. It's going to be flat, dusty, and hot. So make sure we drink lots of water.
Just in case there is a serious problem, orthopedic surgeon Dr. Jim Rappaport, better known here as Doc Rapp, was along for the ride.
We do a lot of preparing for this. It's really an expedition. Think of it, we've got about 60 guests. We've got 300 head of cattle, about 300 other horses and things, the teamsters. So altogether, we've got about 150 people moving across essentially wilderness out here. So we make sure that the hospitals have a good supply of rattlesnake venom, and we've got a satellite phone to connect directly to the rescue helicopter.
Doc Rapp's not the only physician on this trail. That's Dr. Sherry Hald, a Reno OBGYN. The man in the derby hat is an emergency room doctor from Houston.
So this was on your bucket list, huh?
Yes. So I did it, in 2013, and I had a chance to come back this year again, so. too much fun. So.
Oh, it's incredible. You look around and the people, what they do. It's pretty amazing. You have Ann over here as a forensic scientist. I mean, she solves crimes like you watch on TV.
Trail boss Butch Van Leuven, a lieutenant colonel in the Air National Guard and a Reno fire chief, was talking about Dr. Ann Buchholz, here with her pal Tracy Worthington.
For a lot of people, and it gets you away from everything, and I think you just kind of tend to regroup with yourself and get back on track, and it's just a wonderful time, and you meet some great people.
We get to hang with a good friend, and we get to be out here with horses and kind of dream about the old cowboy lifestyle and wish we had been there 100 years ago.
The type of people who come on an event like this are just good quality people. You know, they don't mind roughing it, they don't mind getting a little dirty, and they like a good laugh, and they like to have fun.
You will ride for hours. You'll get dirty, you'll get hot. And when the day's ride's over, you'll set up a tent and sleep on the ground.
And pay for the pleasure, right? I think it's great. It's just something I enjoy doing. It's something completely different than I do the other 51 weeks a year, and having a ball, and definitely going to do it again.
There were some nice amenities: hot showers at camp, cold drinks at the traveling bar, hot breakfasts, and homemade apple pie after delicious dinners, courtesy of Brothers Barbecue. Counting all the guests and crew members, the cook served about 150 people every day in remote country. Quite the challenge.
It's very long days, but this is a great crowd. They make it easy on us. It's fun for us. So the lack of sleep is nothing to worry about.
None of this would happen without the dozens of volunteers that do the heavy lifting, moving tons of gear every day from camp to camp. Tables, chairs, tents, everything it takes to make the cattle drive happen.
We fold that up and move it to every single camp. We have 3 sets of porta potties. We have a whisper generator system for electricity here that gets moved.
John Harp's been the camp boss for 9 years.
My crew is unbelievable.
He just loves to give back. The cattle drive raises money for children's charities, but it's also all about sharing the love of the West.
This is really, truly the cowboy life. Out when you're out on a trail with about 300 or 400 cows, and it's just you, your horse, and the cows. It's unbelievable. Come out here and enjoy this.
There is something truly profound about time spent horseback in unspoiled country. A slower pace that gives your mind a break from the computer and the cell phone, space to breathe and think.
The experience that the guests have is really heartwarming to me. Some people don't get to do this, and it's life-changing for some people.
Head wrangler Mike Trevinen has volunteered on the ride for 9 years.
My first year, I had a lady email me, said, Mike, next to the birth of my children, that was the best experience of my life.
It's been really cool. You know, it's probably, who knows if I'll ever get to do it again, but something that I've always watched and always wanted to do. So I appreciated it.
One night after dinner, riders shared how they felt about it all.
So that is how I felt and got back up in my involuntary dismount.
Then savored the western sundown with a campfire concert with singer-songwriter Dave Stamey.
Hey, working in the syndicate.